No. Okay, this is they're not gonna plant a little seed.
Some of you people take this too literal. Sometimes it's literal, sometimes it's spiritual, sometimes it's poetic. All the time it's in dark sayings. Because you could get confused at a verse. You could be reading and reading and reading, and you'll be like, what's this talking about? Like everybody gets confused on the beast.
So this is a definition for seed. It's Strong's 2233, and it says offspring, children, and this is the one, semen. Okay. So the seed is semen.
There it is. So that tells you another thing, that if you came from a line, let's just get down to the nitty gritty. Yahushua came from the tribe of Judah, right? Not because of his mother, but because of his father. Okay? Those wicked sisters knew it, that to preserve the line of the father in order to get the seed. So if the genealogy goes back to Judah, boom, Yahushua is from the tribe of Judah, it's because Joseph was his father. Joseph popped Mary, got her pregnant. That destroys the Immaculate Conception. Plus, Mary had more sons and daughters.
Because an angel can't have sex.
An angel cannot have sex because the scriptures also tell you there's a body, spiritual body, celestial body, and a carnal body.
And they share different glories.
Yeah, they can't mix. So that whole story about the Nephilim, about the angels of the Most High coming down and getting women pregnant, we're the angels, okay? Let's put that in perspective. We're the angels. We saw those women, we were like, damn, look at that.
Because that word angel, it just means messenger.
And that's what we're doing, because we're messengers of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So you guys are talking to some angels right now. Well, you know, you guys are ignoring angels. Because that young man, I was about to ask him about the beast. And right when I thought in my right when Yahweh Shem Yahushai sent that thought in my head, he did. He crossed the street. He's like, he's gonna ask me a question right now.
Yeah.
It's sad. But you can't hide from the truth, man. You can't hide from the truth. One day, and it's coming soon because that time is coming. It's almost October. We're gonna be talking about what's his name? Christopher Columbus, Cristobal Colon. All these parking lots are gonna be filled because everybody's gonna be over there. Everybody's gonna be celebrating this and that. They're gonna be having lights everywhere, parades and shit. And while that's happening, we're gonna be prophesying.
Yep, and that's where Christmas came from too, was ancient Babylon.
Tree.
Yep, because that's Nimrod.
Jeremiah 10.
You know.
Nimrod's penis.
Yep.
And there's plenty of information out there to prove that the scriptures are real. So you can prove that Nimrod's real. You can prove that Nebuchadnezzar is real. You can prove that and Alexander's in the Bible. And you can prove that Jerusalem went down at this point and that point and the other point. But you still don't believe it's real? You don't believe it's real because you weren't chosen, that's why. You were chosen to not believe. Worst of all, you were chosen to get fucked up in judgment.
So all those cities that went down, you won't believe that's real, but this city that's going down now,
Babylon the Great. And we're still going to get to that. So keep reading on, just get to the point where because it tells you, go to Ammon and Moab, where it tells you.
It says, and they made their father drink wine that night, and the firstborn went in and lay with her father. And he perceived not when she lay down, nor when she arose. And it came to pass on the morrow that the firstborn said unto the younger, Behold, I lay yesternight with my father. Let us make him drink wine this night also, and go thou in and lie with him, that we may preserve seed of our father.
So the one sister convinced the other sister. I mean, they were both going to do it. And that's just wickedness. So now we're just gonna get to the point.
So it says, thus were both the daughters of Lot with child by their father. And the firstborn bare a son, and called his name Moab.
Chinese.
The same, that's why their eyes are like that. Because it's a defect. It's a...
Retardation. You get an extra chromosome when you do that shit. I mean, a human being, if a man gets his daughter pregnant, there's going to be a great chance, maybe 90%, 99% chance, that child's going to come out looking like a mongoloid. So once that happens, and the first time it happened, there's another point in time in history where the first thing ever happened, Moabites came out. So what kind of people look like they're retarded but not retarded? But Chinese. Got them slanted eyes. That's where the slanted eyes came from. Next, go ahead.
Alright, it says, and called his name Moab. The same is the father of the Moabites unto this day.
Mm-hmm.
And the younger, she also bare a son, and called his name Benamai. The son is the father of the children of Ammon unto this day.
Japanese. And all those Vietnamese, Japanese, this and that, they all fit into those descriptions. Alright, so now we're going to go back over here. Well, we already established Babel, the Tower of Babel. That word means confusion. We already established when old Babylon was set up. Now we're going to get to the new Babylon. You want to go to Revelation 16?
And also, that's where masonry started too, was in ancient Babylon. And it tells you that in Wikipedia.
No, you know what? 14. I think it was 14. No. Just look at the word Babylon now. Babylon, sure. Okay, so it's it's chapter 14 and 8. Let me see if I can find the actual verse I can look at.
There's also a reincarnation in the scriptures, because everything's reincarnated. Humans are reincarnated, and cities are also reincarnated too. That's why it's called the daughter of Babylon.
Did you find any scriptures that tell you that it was split up in three pieces?
About the frog?
Well, those are the unclean spirits. So I'm looking for a scripture. It says that Babylon the Great was great earthquakes and stuff like that. I should have wrote that right down. Because we can get the one where it talks about the woman. Go ahead and get something on the woman. 16 and 19. Because getting a little dark out here. But the temperature's cooling down. You know, it's Friday. This brother has to go to work tomorrow, and I don't have to work for the remainder of the weekend. But I'm gonna study more scriptures, and this is why you study, because I knew that scripture was in Revelation 16, but I just had to look for it. And the thing is, I kept my patience, and I found the scripture. So you want to get Revelation 16 and 19?
This is Revelation 16 and 18. And there were voices and thunders and lightnings, and there was a great earthquake, such as was not since men were upon the earth. So mighty an earthquake, and so great. And the great city was divided into 3 parts.
So the great city was divided into 3 parts. Read it all, and then I'll break down what the 3 parts are.
And the great city was divided into 3 parts, and the cities of the nations fell. And great Babylon came in remembrance before Yahweh Shimi Hawashai.
So let me tell you something. When we say that America is Babylon the Great, we're using this scripture and many other scriptures to back this scripture up. So read the part where it says it was divided into 3 parts.
And the great city was divided into 3 parts.
So this United States is divided into 3 parts: legislative, executive, and judicial. 3 different branches that form the United States federal government, and they run checks and balances. Read that again.
And the great city was divided into 3 parts, and the cities of the nations fell.
What cities of the nations fell? Let's say Libya, Egypt. Just think about all the countries that have been destabilized by the United States military complex. Those are the great cities that fell. Go ahead.
And great Babylon came in remembrance before Yahweh Shimi Hawashai.
So Yahweh was like, man, my prophecy came true. Now it's time to go and fulfill the judgment. Pass the judgment. Go ahead, read more.
And great Babylon came in remembrance before the Most High to give unto her the cup of the wine of the fierceness of his wrath.
So it tells you in Revelation 13 and 9 that he that leadeth into captivity must go into captivity. And it tells you in Jeremiah, I don't know if it's 14 where it says that he who is destined for the sword goes to the sword. If you know what I'm talking about. That's what's going to happen. That's what this fury is. If you had anything to do with slavery, and what I mean by slavery is if you're benefiting from it, if you have a pension or a grant or wealth, came from a fancy family, they have money, they have education, they don't have any problems like getting gas or shit like that, like the founding fathers of this country. They're gonna get, their seed is gonna get slavery. That's gonna be part of that wrath. Also those missiles, and also the chariots when the house that comes back. Go ahead.
It says, and every island fled away, and the mountains were not found. And there fell upon men a great hail out of heaven, every stone about the weight of a talent.
So that's heavy right there. But most importantly, the mountains got this. Nobody can see the mountains, and the mountains represents governments. All the governments got wiped out. So he was mad with the whole world. Well, he is mad because that's the prophecy that has to come to pass. All right.
It says, And there fell upon men a great hail out of heaven, every stone about the weight of a talent, and men blasphemed the Most High because of the plague of the hail. For the plague thereof was exceedingly great.
Now there's two words right there. Exceedingly and great. It tells you great, that great already is a massive amount. And exceedingly great, that's when it's being poetic. It's telling you it's going to be a big. So when Jake says there's a big ass thing over there, a big ass party over there, that girl has a big ass booty.
Yeah. It says, and there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will shew unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
So now we're going to find out the whore that sitteth upon many waters is Babylon the Great. Because there has to be someone in control of Babylon the Great. There has to be a wicked person to control, because it tells you when the wicked are in rulership, the righteous mourn.
And the great horse sitting upon many waters, that represents the other nations, because all around us we got water, right?
Yeah, we got water all around us, but if you read further on in the scriptures, it tells you that the waters represent many peoples with different tongues.
Yeah.
So, the scriptures don't lie. Where's that place? Where's that place for? This is the country that has people with the most different backgrounds. If you get a electricity bill and you flip it on the other side, it tells you if you need a translator in Vietnamese, Chinese, Thailand, English, Spanish, Cambodian, fucking Italian, Portuguese, all kinds of tongues, right? Many different waters. Go ahead. Because now we found out everything about Babylon. And since Babylon is a pretty cut and dry topic, it went pretty fast, right? So we found out the word Babel means confusion. Also during that edification, we found out that Yahweh Bashim El Shai destroyed that ideology of one world order. We found out when and where and who and what about Babylon ancient. Oh, and then we still got to go to Isaiah 47 and 1. And then we're finding out that America is Babylon the Great, and we're finding out that the great is the harlot on the beast. And then Isaiah 41 we're gonna do that at the end, and that's gonna clarify the situation. Correct?
Revelation 17 and 2. With whom the king of the earth have committed fornication. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication. And the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
Now you can go ahead and say, well, there ain't no kings right now. What about Saudi Arabia? They got fucking kings. What about the Queen of England? There was a king before there was a queen. Spain has a king, fucking prince.
Well, they call them presidents now, right?
Yeah, good point. Which I was getting to. But now there's people that have powers like king, called presidents, dignitaries, nobles. Those people have high positions in the society and are part of the beast. Right?
It says, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. and that's talking about different philosophies that America started putting out.
Like America, like women have equal rights. Women can work. Women have the right to choose to terminate a pregnancy. That's some bullshit right there, huh? And women around the globe are falling for that. Why do you think the president of the Philippines hates America?
And it says, so he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness. And I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet colored beast.
So this prophet is having a vision. This prophet is John. He's in the island of Patmos. He's an old man, and he keeps having these visions. These, we can call them out-of-body experiences. But the point is, he's getting these messages from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai through angels and through Yahweh Shai. And he's writing them down. And he's reading them, and we're translating them. Right?
It says, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
So the woman represents a beautiful thing. Because women are beautiful, right? We want them. That also represents the wine. Because since we want that woman, the woman's going to raise those kids to be a certain way. Let's say you come to America and you marry an American woman. You're going to have kids that have a mother that speaks English and a father that speaks some other country, some other language. That mother is going to raise them because most likely the father's going to be working, right? And then those kids are going to be brought up in an American way of life. And then the father's going to come home and be like, what the fuck? These kids are talking about some crazy stuff. And that's how you get Hellenized. So that woman is America, is Babylon the Great. Yeah.
It says, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And those are governments, NATO and EU. Right?
Different governments, yeah.
Different governments.
There used to be ancient governments like Germany Major, Germany Minor, Spain, all the Edomite countries, you know. I don't remember right now, but you have to do more studies, so now there's more countries coming in.
Let me get the, I got that picture of the beast. This is the beast right here. Can't see it too good. There it goes.
There it is. You gotta get some closer.
It says that the beast with 7 heads and 10 horns is NATO.
And the beast also represents the police.
There's scriptures right there. See it? The police just passed by.
It tells you that's the sound of the beast. And that's the sound of the beast too, that train. That's what they say. So today was a pretty quick lesson. We're going to hit some Isaiah 47:1. And that's going to put the nail in the coffin.
This is Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Virgin daughter, and I just finished explaining what happens when your mother raises you. And that mother is the ideology of England. The mother is England. All right, the mother is England, and the daughter is America. Go ahead, read it again.
It says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans."
Told, and the prophecies keep speaking about that. So what happens here is America is Babylon the Great, right? That whore that rides the beast, and that whore is a virgin because America has never been touched in war. There's never been no foreign troops on this land to put hell on you. When this country was occupied and owned by indigenous people, we call them Native Americans and call us Mexicans. Well, we owned this land. You took it from us by robbing us, murdering us, raping our women, killing our children, getting rid of our seed so that your seed can multiply and cover the face of the earth. Go ahead.
And I got a closing scripture too. It says, "O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate." It says, "Take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yea, thy shame shall be seen."
That nakedness and shame is coming up. Finding out that you're a pedophile. Finding out that you really don't believe in your own military. That you have to have allies in other places, and then you're gonna betray them too. And you depend, and you say America's great, but the dollar is weak. It's not even. It doesn't even really exist. Those are all your shames, and there's more to come out too. So with that, we're gonna say.
Oh, hold on.
All right, go ahead.
Also, so like this is the last scripture. Revelation 17. Revelation 17 and 18. "And the woman which thou sawest is the great city, which reigneth over the kings of the earth."
And that's America.
That tells you right there. The woman which thou sawest is the great city. So that woman, Babylon, is a city.
And we're waiting for the prophecies to come back and to not come back, but to happen and destroy that whore, destroy America. So with that, we're going to say death to America. Until the next time.
Shalom.